Round 3. Never again.
In front of him, anyway.
I teach this. And in about 6 weeks he'll be sat in my class going I also teach those 3 there. It's good. This is a good choice. So, Ginge, I've got to kind of touch on your musical style. I say style more like fucking infantile. Your guitar playing's one part flamenco with chords that don't quite fit, with a soup sort of fucking mental. Mate, it's pretty shit. But you talk about your playing like it's Da Vinci with a brush. And wait for it. But it's one suspicious junkie with a serious case of thrush. And I know, I borrowed that from Aidan. It was a line I kind of liked. So I used it tonight.
Me too, good work.
Thank you. You can kid yourself you're worthy. Convince yourself you're great. But I do this one time and still shit on you. Man, that's gotta great. I'm a likeable, chubby music man, while you're an arrogant prick. And tonight, once I'm done with you, my assessment's gonna stick. You wish you had my life, but you don't. And based on the number of times you've mentioned her, you wish you had my wife, but you won't. So until you grow up and man the fuck up, you'll always be a joke. So come back when you're ready, come back when you're clean, come back when your ribs aren't fucked. Battle-bearded machine! Because I'm too intelligent to master, too quick to have your way with. Think a little faster and you might just make my day, bitch. So crawl away with your sloping brow, your Neanderthal complexion, find a lonely little girl and get back that big erection. Strum some chords and talk some shit. And think of how your life was different. I'll be down the road then with my wife and loving children. And every night they'll say as I tuck them into bed, I love you, Daddy, and I'll say it back. What the fuck have you got instead? So, well done for your effort. Because this battle's a bit of a bruiser. But even if you win tonight, you'll still go home a loser.
I like the bar you spat about your wife to put me in my place, but do you not remember when you told me if I fucked her I could come in your face? So,
I was there.
What?
So, again I'm in a battle with someone I know very little about, with an audience that expects me to be victorious. I'm not taking shots in the dark to kill this bitch. Who do you think I am? Oscar Pistorius. Who saw the Simple Tones podcast 4-year anniversary podcast thing?
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you owe me 2 hours of my life. No one wants to listen to you whitter on endlessly about every gig you've done and how they all went tremendously. The 4 of you have got nothing to say between you, do you? Simple Tones, I'm battling your leader. I guess I'm battling you too. First up, Ian. That's right, I'm going to do it. Ian's a nice bloke, I've got nothing bad to say about him. Every gig I've seen of yours would have been much duller without him, and he's from the south. We've got a bond that only London people know. He's from the wrong side of the river, but he's bigger, so we'll let that go. Big Nick, I told you it was coming. And Big Nick, who turned down his battle because he's chicken and a midget who chases everything I've ever stuck my dick in. Nick isn't here to defend himself. That isn't strictly true. He's got a much lower age limit than I fucking do. Wait, wasn't there another one of you before? My memory isn't great, but there was one Simple Tone more. What made you think it was okay when your music opened the door to kick your mate back through it and carry on as a 4? I saw your heartfelt explanation in the podcast about how it all came to an end. I'm sure that makes him feel a lot better about being treated like a cunt by his friends. I mean, for someone... For someone who preaches their insecurities so publicly all over the place, the fact that you did that makes you a hypocrite and a motherfucking disgrace. You need to learn to network with people without causing offence, not to network with people under false pretense, or one day someone will react violently to something Simon says and you'll be spaced with red on you and we'll all see Simon Pegg.
Yeah!
It's not about using people till you're done with them, like building relationships until you're done with them and then tearing them. It's not about taking personal issues and publicly airing them. Apart from tonight, it kind of is about that tonight. It's not about building relationships with people till you're done with them and tearing them, or about taking personal issues and publicly airing them. It's about matching your skill sets with people and sharing them. Trust me, I built my army quicker than Daenerys Targaryen. I promised you a Game of Thrones.
You promised me.
Now, if I don't win this tonight, you know some riots are going to be starting. There'll be so much fallout from this bad verdict, you'll think, my name's Trayvon Martin.
Right then. I apologise for my language, I'm quite a nice person really.
Nice!
How the hell do you do the voting thing?
Guys,
I don't really care.
Cheers!
alright, the loudest cheer wins, I imagine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Right for me.
the big side.
Fuck yeah, big side!
For Ginge.
motherfuckers.
The winner was Ginge.
The winner was definitely. Thank you very much, folks. If anything we said offended, please come and talk to me afterwards and I will apologise profusely. However, we do next have the marvellous, the awesome Brian.
Yay!
So get yourself a quick drink and then we're back in a couple of minutes and then we'll go from there. Thank you very much, folks. See you in a sec.